Hey everybody, Mikeycat Outdoors here. So what are we doing today? Well, I'm out here in Missouri, near Farmington at Hawn State Park. They have a Spanish land grant annex that's got a 3.8-mile loop. So I decided to come out here. It's first time being on this little section. I'm gonna go check things out. All right, so backcountry camping check-in, sites 11 through 13. These are the new ones. Two of them are regular, one of them's a group site. And you come in, you got this road that forks off, and it's gravel. You just come down here maybe a mile or something and fork off into here, and you got a nice little parking lot out here. Plenty of spaces. Nice little bathroom over there. And you've got your maps in here. Big map up here. So this is a section that I'm at. So if I go around, do 11, 12, and all that on back, shouldn't be too bad. So it says construction of the Spanish Land Grant Trail was made possible through generous bequest made by dedicated Sierra Club trail volunteer Bob Gestel. Looks like he passed away in 21. But it kind of shows you one man can make a difference in the lives of others in a community. There we are, Yellow Blaze, 3.8 miles, about 3 hours. Well, it's 3:30. Whew, it put me at about 6:30 and gets dark at 7. Yikes. I honestly thought I was going to get out here a little earlier than this. We shall see. But being the fact that it gets dark by 7 already, it's one of those things that I kind of did bad on top of bad on top of bad today. Woke up with a headache, neck ache, everything else. Took a bunch of Tylenol, Sudafed, Allegra, everything for that. Go down the road, decide, you know, I'm just going to get out of the house, do a little hiking, and get probably 5 miles down the road, and I realize, oh, I don't have my GoPro, so I'm using my phone today. So pardon for the shakiness of this. And anyways, cross over Missouri, and pretty good ways down. Probably hour into my drive, and I realized, oh my gosh, I don't have my wallet or driver's license with me, so whoops. And about 3 minutes later, my mom calls me on the phone, so yeah, fun times. Hopefully I'll be able to get through this all right in one piece. Looks like they had a prescribed burn out here at some point in the past. A lot of little charred tips and trunks of trees out here in spots. Pretty cute. Combination of pine and deciduous trees. You can definitely see all those charred trunks on the pine trees. Trail's a little more rustic than the other ones that I'm used to out here at the park. Granted that this is a lot newer, a lot less traversed. It's kind of like going on Animal Trail. Saw a deer walking out here in these barrens just a couple minutes ago. Whitetail all puffed up. Yeah, this is getting to be a forgetful day for me. My head feeling the way it is. Like I say, forget my camera, forget my license, Forgot my headlamp. Forgot my sunglasses back at the car too. Keep the gnats out. Oh man, I'll show you this creek down here real quick. That's pretty. That's one thing about out here is this trail runs parallel to the Pickle Creek that also runs along the one half of the Hawn State Park main area where campsites 1 through 3 are. And the creek gets its source from down the way at Pickle Springs State Park. It is a beautiful little place too, a nice little trail loop for day use. But kind of nice having water out here. At least I brought my water filter and a bottle of water, so I didn't forget those. But whenever you're camping, it's nice to have water nearby to filter up, so you can cook with, stay hydrated, clean up, all that good stuff. I'm gonna start hiking here again. Woo. Tall grass is a great place to catch ticks. Let's see what this all says. A little bit of a creek there. Grasses and deciduous trees out in this part. So probably only not even a quarter of the way through. Ooh, a bridge. Kind of nice. Imagine when the water's flowing, that would be nice to have nearby. See some pawpaw trees out here with their big old leaves. Don't see any fruit though. Looky looky. Got the intro for the first campsite. Number 12. Got a little path up here. Goes up to it. It's a spider web. I'm going to follow this a little bit. It's not too far. See what these backcountry campsites look like. Not too bad. A lot of leaf dust on the ground. She got a fire ring, a couple of logs, shovel. Hey, if you want to put out the fire or dig up a body, I don't know. But people are leaving trash here. That's not cool. Soda cans and Mike and Ike. At least it's not like hard liquor, and definitely leave no trace when you're out here in the wild. Oh boy, some of these Adidas things down here on the ground too. Look at that. It's like a strap off of a pack. So there was a glove. Looks like they were cooking eggs in the fire too down here. They're still in there. I don't know. Kind of hard. Bunch of little tea candles and junk on the ground here. Salt and pepper. Jeez, man. Another candle over there. Egg of some sort, but that's kind of weird. It's almost like a chalk egg. Yeah, it's like manufactured chalk. Definitely leave no trace. Don't know what kind of weird satanic ritual they were doing out there with candles and chalk eggs. I guess they had kids with them or something, but amateur hour. Don't leave crap behind on the campsite or the trail. Well, that campsite 12 going counterclockwise only took about half an hour to get to. And just a couple minutes later here, I'm up on this SP site sign. I'll show you. So this is the next one in line. So follow this back a little ways. No idea how far this will be. Well, not too far in here. This one's a little bigger. Plenty of firewood for the moment. Shovel out here too. Now you could start yourself a landscaping business with all these free shovels out here. So you got one fire ring there and one down there. So you could have two of them. Definitely looks like you could fit a lot more people in how roomy this area is. Yeah, I'd say it's probably a good 70 feet or so lengthwise, and maybe about, I don't know, 28 feet or something the other way. So fairly decent size, clear out. Got plenty of trees around here for hammock camping or flat spots for the tents. Well, I guess I'm going to see where that site 11 is when we get up to that. And I think that'll be roughly maybe halfway point, but these aren't too far along. Like I say, I'm only maybe 35 minutes now on trail, and 12 and this group one here weren't too far apart. On the trail again. Yes, we're hiking on this trail again. Boo, boo, boo. Lots of cool little burn spots. Don't see as many of the burnt trees out on this side as compared to the beginning. Well, out here at another bridge. So creek out here seems pretty dry today, but it's not but a short walk, a few minutes away from that group campsite. There's some water. Just saw a cool blue heron bird way up there, spreading his wings. Wonder if I can get him to flap when I walk up that way. Yep, he's flying off. There's some water over here flowing pretty good. It's pretty. Holy cow, look at the knot on that tree. That thing is huge, man. It's got to be like 4 foot across. Holy crap. That's big. Well, about 45 minutes into the trail walk. About 10-15 minutes since the last campsites. I see the trail sign for number 11 up here. Woohoo! Number 11. Well, let's go up in here and see how this looks. We do have a creek down that way a little bit, down the hill. That's kind of cute and quaint. Got another shovel, man. Couple of nice sitting logs. Small fire ring. Plenty of dead wood around here. Finally eating one of these Cliff Bars I've had in this fanny pack of mine for gosh knows how long. 6 months or a year. Been there a while. But that's kind of funny with all these shovels out here, which I understand is to kind of keep the fire tamp down and everything, but You know, if you ever have Sasquatch out here in the woods, all you gotta do is whack him with one of those shovels, man. Oh, it's just funny, man. But looked on the map, about halfway around the loop. Been on it for about an hour. So, coming counterclockwise, you're going to hit the campsites probably a little quicker. If you did clockwise, I think the other trailhead's out past the bathroom, but I'll see that on the way back. I tend to think that's probably the longer way in to get to the campsite, so if you're wanting to camp out here, it's just something to keep in mind. I'm just going to keep track of how long it takes roughly to get out to each of these. Like I said, the first one was maybe a half an hour. The second one was a 35-minute point. This one's probably, I don't know, 50 minutes or something in. But, well, catch you in a bit. Oh, a lot of blowdowns over here. 1, 2, and one way back yonder that I missed on camera. A little bit of the creek bottom down out that way. I will say that, yeah, this is a section of woods. Is it super awe-inspiring? Great overlooks and scenery so far? Not yet. Regular part of Hawn on the Whispering Pines loop specifically. The North Loop on the red. That one's probably the most scenic and beautiful, especially along the Pickle Creek section. That's really beautiful out there. I got a little bit of creekage out here. Just a little bit. Not a whole lot. Pretty calm. I don't think I'd want to drink out of that water today. It's a little low. Full of tannins. You can kind of see over there across the creek the way the rock is just right there. And dirt isn't too deep. You can kind of see why a lot of these trees blow down out here. They don't have really deep root systems. A lot of rock in here. Got a few more hills out here, but still got a ways to go. Well, I passed by the other hiker back there, so I think we're pretty much it out here. Dropped my phone earlier too. Started trying to record and it was all psychedelic haze and phone was making a weird bee buzzing sound. But seems to be doing a little better now. I don't know if they had moisture in it or what happened, but it was weird. I was just strolling along, just going through all the meandering that the trail's doing out here. A lot of blowdowns. Dookmadoodle. I just walk around this one. Wow, I ain't kidding about the blowdowns though. Jeez, I got that one. I got one right over here too. It's like when one comes down, a whole bunch of them come down. There's one over there as well. Jeez. One, two, three little blowdowns. Another blowdown. The heck? Spook something. Spook me too. I'm gonna go around this sucker. At least I can say the trail's not super weedy. I mean, there's short little shrubby things along the trail. Just a matter of being able to see where the walk path is amongst all these leaves. Probably the hardest part of it. Am I a tree hugger? Kinda. Only if I know the tree really well. A lot of these burnt segments of trees out here again. A little bit of ledging over there for creek. Pretty good pools of water out here for filtering. Pretty. Which way do you go? I don't know. Well, that tree's stuffed with a bunch of like moss or rotten stuff. This little guy up here is burnt out. That's unique looking. Another interesting one. I twisted around. It's like some magical forest witch. I would imagine I'm probably within 15-20 minutes at most of being done with this, finally. Is it the most scenic? No. There's some cool plants and burnt out tree things. Yeah. Would I give this trail a nickname? Probably Blowdown Trail, with all the blowdowns along the way. Making probably 15-20 of them at least. It's a bunch. See? Blow down there. Blow down over there. They're everywhere, man. Blow me down. Some cool little rock bluff edging there. It's not much, but it counts. It's pretty. Wouldn't see that from the other side. Considering the trail comes right up here parallel along it. I think I'm going to nickname this trail Deadwood. No, not because it needs Cialis, but for all the deadwood along the trail and all the blowdowns everywhere. Seems like an appropriate, cool sounding name for it. Well, I'm thinking that I met the T up here. I'll show you. It says to go that way, but trail also goes down there, which is I think where we went first time. And got this little leader trail here. So I did not realize that earlier because I just went straight down, but the return path is marked on a tree here. So you kind of fork into this. So heading back onto this. Well, everyone, I guess this is all she wrote. Just a short little distance back to the trailhead and I'll be done. So 3 hours of driving for 2 hours of hiking roughly. Not quite 2 hours yet. Might be by the time I get back there, or a little shorter. But I average probably 2 miles an hour on my pace. But par for the course, yeah. 3 hours of driving sounds about right for a little bit of hiking each day. Well, anyways, if you like what you've seen, thumbs up, subscribe, all that good stuff if you want. If not, don't hurt my feelings. I would suggest if you're out here at Hawn, the backcountry camping on the Whispering Pines is pretty cool. 5 and 6 are really beautiful near a stream. And there's 10 of them out there. I've basically shown all of them in a series of videos. So go check those out. And yeah, the red loop's really cool. A little more scenic. Blue loops, a little more rustic. But it's got a few features that are alright out there. And then that section there along Pickles Creek is really, really beautiful. Anywho, I'm going to wrap this up. I see the trailhead sign up ahead. I'll catch you all again in the outdoors. As always, thanks for watching. Have a good one. Be safe out there.